Hi there, fellow Lollms enthusiasts. Today, we're diving into the magical world of Lollms personalities, and boy, do I have a treat for you. We're unleashing a new personality that's so powerful, it might just make your computer grow legs and dance. Imagine having an AI sidekick that can whip up web applications faster than you can say Lollms. It's like having a genie in a bottle, except instead of wishes, you get cool web apps. So, buckle up, grab your favorite coding snack, and let's embark on this wild ride of app creation. Remember, with Lollms, you're not just building apps, you're building dreams, and maybe a few bugs along the way. But hey, that's part of the fun. Let's dive in and see what this AI can conjure up for us. Who knows, by the end of this video, you might be the proud parent of a brand new web app. See ya on the other side of this coding adventure. Alright, folks, buckle up because the new Lollms is so strawberrylicious, it might just turn you into a fruit salad. Can you count all the hidden strawberries? Go ahead, give it a shot and leave your best guesstimate in the comments. Now, let's take a stroll through our digital menagerie and mount the Apps Maker personality from the Personalities Zoo. It's like Noah's Ark, but for AI. The zoo's got its own page now, fancier than a penguin in a tuxedo. You can sort these wild apps by multiple criteria, making it easier than finding a needle in a haystack. The Apps Maker personality has some settings that control the libraries that we want to use in building the web app, as well as some optional steps activation like generating an icon for the application. Here, let's just activate creating a plan before building the app as well as generating the icon. Now let's ask it to make a simple dice rolling web app. You are free to give it as much details as you want. Don't worry. It will fill in the blanks if anything wasn't clear. The personality will start by making a description file that allows Lollms to render the application card in the App Zoo. Next, it builds a plan for the application. The plan is optional but can make the generated code more elegant and allows the user to see what's on the AI mind. Here we can see that it reformulates the request, describes the user interface elements and expresses the use cases of the application. Then it specifies technical implementation and a testing plan. Once the plan is ready, the AI creates the code. And since we have activated icon generation, the personality will generate an icon. Now we're done. The application was created and can now be found in the App Zoo as a local application. Local applications are applications that are only on your PC and are not shared with other users. To start the app, just press this button. As you can see, the app shows a dice with an animation of a dice when pressed. The app is localized and we can select a different language. Here the AI used Lollms App Localizer library that we have selected in the Apps Maker settings. Alright, folks, buckle up because we're about to take our app on a wild ride to the dark side. But don't worry, we're not talking about joining the Sith or anything, we're just adding a super cool dark mode to our application. Now, you might be wondering, Paris Neo, why on earth would we need a dark mode? Well, let me tell you, it's not just for looking mysterious or impressing your goth friends. Dark mode is like sunglasses for your eyes, but for your screen. It's easier on the peepers, saves battery life, and let's face it, it just looks darn cool. So, let's dive in and give our app that slick, nighttime makeover. Trust me, once you go dark, you'll never want to go back. And remember, with Lollms, even the darkest of modes can be a piece of cake. Now, let's code like nobody's watching. And voila! Just like that, we've given our app the power to switch between day and night faster than a vampire at a beach party. With a simple flick of the switch, our AI buddy has worked its magic, updating the code like a seasoned pro and adding our button with those snazzy SVG day and night icons. Alright, now we're going to turn our attention to that header and give it a makeover that'll make even the most seasoned web designers do a double take. We're not just talking about a little nip and tuck here, folks. We're going full-on digital plastic surgery to make our header so slick and beautiful, it'll make your browser blush. Okay, let's also ask it to change the footer content. There you have it, folks. Like a magician pulling a rabbit out of a hat, our Lollms-powered AI has waved its digital wand and poof. The header has been transformed faster than you can say abracadabra. It's like giving your app a fancy new hairdo, but without the risk of a bad hair day. Now, you know how much I like strawberries. I mean, who doesn't? They're nature's candy, and they're shaped like little hearts. It's like Mother Nature's way of saying, here, have some love with your vitamin C. So, let's take our app from bland to grand by giving it a strawberry makeover that'll make even the most serious coder's mouth water. We're not just talking about slapping a few red pixels here and there, oh no. We're going full-on strawberry fields forever, my friends. Picture this, a luscious, juicy red theme that's so vivid, you'll practically smell the strawberries through your screen. It's like turning your app into a digital fruit salad, but without the sticky fingers. With Lollms by our side, we'll transform our app faster than you can say strawberry shortcake. We'll have buttons looking like seeds, headers as red as a perfectly ripe berry, and a user experience so sweet, your users might just get a sugar rush. So, let's dive in and give our app a very nice makeover. Remember, in the world of Lollms, even the fruitiest ideas can become a delicious reality. Oh, snap. Would you look at that? Our little dice rolling app just got a sweet strawberry makeover that'd make even Willy Wonka jealous. It's like we dipped our entire app in a vat of strawberry smoothie, and boy, does it look delicious. But wait, there's more. We didn't just stop at the light side of the Force. Oh no, we went full Darth Vader on this one. The dark theme isn't just dark anymore, it's strawberry dark. It's like someone took a bunch of strawberries, threw them into a black hole, and voila! You get this gorgeous, moody, berrylicious dark mode that'll have you rolling dice at 3 a.m. without waking up your roommate, or your pet goldfish. Alright, folks, buckle up because we're about to take our dice rolling app to the next level. You thought one die was exciting? Well, how about we double the fun and add a second die to the mix? It's like giving your app a sibling, twice the trouble, but twice the excitement. Now, we're not forcing this two-dice lifestyle on anyone. Oh no, we're all about options here at the Paris Neo School of App Wizardry. We'll make it so you can choose between rolling one die for those I'm feeling lucky moments, or two dice when you're ready to really shake things up. It's like having your cake and eating it too, except replace cake with dice and eating with rolling. So, let's dive in and make this happen with our trusty Lollms tool. Remember, in the world of coding, two dice are better than one, but choice is the real winner. Perfect. The Lollms application maker rolled out those modifications like a pro, as if it had a natural 20 in coding skills. Now, let's kick things up a notch and turn our humble dice roller into a double trouble dice throwing machine. We're not just rolling with the punches here, we're rolling with options. Imagine this, one dice? Pfft, that's so last video. Two dice? Now we're talking. We're giving our users the power to choose their own dice rolling destiny. It's like we're the dungeon masters of app development, and Lollms is our trusty rulebook. Oops. Looks like we've rolled a critical fail on our coding adventure. Our digital dice are showing numbers that even a D&D dungeon master wouldn't approve of. Time to summon our trusty sidekick, the Lollms app maker, for a quick debug session. Let's channel our inner tech wizard and cast a fix-it spell on this mischievous code. Remember, folks, in the world of programming, bugs are just unexpected features waiting to be tamed. So, let's put on our debugging hats and dive back into the Lollms realm to set things right. Who knows? Maybe our app maker will surprise us with a Nat 20 solution and add some extra pizzazz to our dice roller. After all, that's the beauty of Lollms, it's always ready to level up our coding game. Alright folks, it seems our AI buddy is having a bit of an off day. No worries though, even Einstein had his moments. Our digital friend is still in training, like a puppy learning to fetch. Sometimes it brings back a stick, sometimes your favorite shoe. But fear not, intrepid coders. With Lollms integration in VS Code, you can dive into the app's code yourself. It's like being handed the keys to the AI kingdom. Time to put on your debugging crown and take a royal tour through the code. Remember, every bug is just an opportunity for improvement in disguise. Okay, I think I understood the problem. The motion mapping with the face number is not correct. There are some switched values. I will not correct it myself. I'll just ask Lollms Apps Maker to do that because that's what this video all about. Okay, let me do some tests to figure out what faces are switched, then I'll ask it to correct the error by switching them correctly. The 5 was switched with the 2 and the 4 was switched with the 3. Okay, to summarize, the 5 was switched with the 2 and the 4 was switched with the 3. And there you have it. Everything is working fine now. Well, would you look at that? Our digital dice are rolling like a charm. It's as if the coding gods themselves descended from Mount Silicon to bless our humble project. Both the single die and the dynamic duo are performing their numerical dance with impeccable precision. No more sneaky number switching or mysterious wrong summation popping up when we least expect them. Ladies and gentlemen, we've achieved the pinnacle of virtual probability. Our single die is strutting its stuff like a confident Vegas croupier, while the duo dice are tag teaming like synchronized swimmers in a sea of random numbers. It's enough to make a statistician weep tears of joy. So, whether you're planning a board game night or just need to make some life-altering decisions, rest assured that our digital dice are ready to roll. Just remember, if you're using these to decide on your next haircut, we take no responsibility for any mullet-related outcomes. Each discussion is bound to the application you are discussing. So if you want to create a new discussion and keep talking about the previous app, make sure you set the application path and the personality settings. Alright, folks, we've just conquered that pesky bug by diving into the code like seasoned digital detectives. But what if you're not a coding wizard who's been slinging brackets and semicolons since before you could tie your shoelaces? Fear not, my fellow app enthusiasts. Lollms has got your back with its magical documentation generation feature in Application Maker. Picture this, you're face to face with a stubborn bug, and the code looks like ancient hieroglyphics. No worries. Just wave your virtual wand, or click a button, same thing, and ask the AI to whip up a developer documentation faster than you can say debug. Poof. The AI will read through the code like it's devouring a gripping novel and conjure up a comprehensive documentation, neatly packaged in a markdown file called doc.md. It's like having a personal code whisperer at your fingertips. But wait, there's more. This isn't just any old documentation, it's a shape-shifting wonder. Want a beginner-friendly guide? Just ask. Need a deep dive for the coding gurus? Coming right up. Algorithms, usage instructions, you name it, this documentation is more flexible than a yoga instructor. So whether you're a coding newbie or a seasoned pro, Lollms has got you covered. Who knew debugging could be this much fun? It's like having a cheat code for app development. We can take a look at the code from the application card in the App Zoo. Here we can see the new doc.md file and take a look at the generated code, modify it ourselves, etc. Alright, folks, buckle up because we're about to enter the realm of app cloning. It's like creating a twin for your digital baby, but without the messy diapers. We're going to perform some good old copy-paste magic, But fear not, it's not as mundane as copying your grandma's secret recipe. Remember our dice rolling app? The one we've been nurturing like a delicate flower? Well, it's time for it to spread its wings and multiply. We're going to manually clone it by simply copying the folder and giving it a new name. It's like giving your app a secret identity, same awesome functionality, brand new superhero costume. Now, you might be thinking, Paris Neo, why not use some fancy cloning tool? Well, my friends, sometimes the old ways are the best ways. Plus, it gives us a chance to really get our hands dirty in the file system. It's like gardening, but instead of plants, we're growing apps. So, grab your digital gardening gloves, and let's dive into this cloning adventure. Who knows? By the end of this, you might just feel like a mad scientist creating your own army of dice-rolling minions. Alright, adventurers, grab your +5 keyboards of coding and your scrolls of infinite loops, because we're about to embark on a quest to transform our humble dice roller into a full-fledged role-playing game. Remember our trusty dice app? Well, it's time for it to level up. We've already mastered the arts of dice rolling, bug slaying, and the arcane practice of documentation summoning. Now, we're ready to face the final boss, turning our app into an RPG that would make even the most seasoned dungeon master proud. We've cloned our app faster than a mimic copies a treasure chest, and given it a new identity worthy of its grand destiny. No longer just a dice roller, it's now the gateway to epic quests and dragon-sized coding challenges. Ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your wizard hats and broadswords. We've just taken our trusty dice rolling app and given it a magical makeover worthy of a level 20 enchanter. But don't be fooled by its familiar strawberry-themed exterior, this app has undergone a secret metamorphosis that would make even the most skilled shapeshifter jealous. Now, instead of just rolling dice, we're diving headfirst into the realm of role-playing games. It's like we've cast a polymorph spell on our humble app, transforming it from a simple number cruncher into a full-fledged RPG companion. And the best part? We didn't even need to sacrifice a single line of code to an elder god to make it happen. So, let's embark on this epic quest and add some characters to our newly minted RPG app. We'll start by conjuring up a warrior, because every party needs someone to stand in front of the squishy wizard and take all the hits. And speaking of wizards, let's summon a mage too. After all, who's going to accidentally set the tavern on fire if we don't have a spellslinger in the group? Remember, folks, we're not just rolling dice anymore, we're rolling for initiative in the grand adventure of app development. So grab your favorite debugging wand, and let's see what this LL-empowered sorcery has in store for us. Well, look what the AI cat dragged in. We've gone from rolling dice to rolling with the big leagues of role-playing games, all thanks to our trusty sidekick, Lollms. It's like we've leveled up without even breaking a sweat. Now, feast your eyes on this beauty of an app we've conjured up. It's not just any run-of-the-mill RPG, oh no. This bad boy is powered by the magic of AI, and let me tell you, it's got more tricks up its sleeve than a wizard with extra pockets. We've got character names, we've got character types, and we've got a game that's ready to take us on an adventure wilder than my hair on a windy day. But here's where it gets really spicy, folks. The AI isn't just sitting pretty, waiting for us to make all the decisions. Oh no, it's generating the story and serving up a buffet of possible outcomes. It's like having a DM who never gets tired, never runs out of ideas, and never judges you for that questionable character backstory involving a pet rock named Steve. And the best part? We didn't have to write a single line of code to make this happen. That's right, zero, zilch, nada. It's all thanks to Lollms, the tool that's so smart, it makes even the most complex tasks look like child's play. Who needs a computer science degree when you've got Lollms in your corner, am I right? So, strap in, grab your virtual dice, and let's dive into this AI-powered RPG adventure. Who knows? By the end of this, we might just save a digital world or two. And remember, in the realm of Lollms, anything is possible, even turning a dice roller into an epic quest generator. Now that's what I call a critical success. Now, let's add a storyboard to our app faster than you can say critical hit. We'll summon the almighty Lollms apps maker and command it to conjure up a storyboard section. It's like giving our app a crystal ball, but instead of predicting the future, it's tracking our digital shenanigans. Let's test it. We create some characters, then we start playing. Okay, we can see the storyboard at the bottom of the page. We can play our game and see the steps being added to the storyboard over time. Let's play some more. Alrighty, adventurers. Let's crank up the visual magic in our epic Lollms quest. You know what they say, a picture is worth 1,000 lines of code, or something like that. Now, gather round as we unleash the power of Lollms text-to-image sorcery. With a flick of our digital wand, and by wand, I mean selecting the right library in Lollms Apps Maker, we're about to bring our app to life with some eye-popping illustrations. It's like giving our dice-rolling, bug-squashing, documentation-generating app a fancy new outfit. And trust me, it's going to look fabulous. So, let's dive into the mystical realm of Lollms Client Library, where text-to-image services await our command. We'll instruct our trusty AI sidekick to sprinkle some visual fairy dust all over our app. It's like having a pocket-sized art department at your fingertips. Who needs sleep when you can have AI-generated illustrations, right? Don't forget to select the Lollms Image Gen library in the settings of the personality for this to work. Also make sure you have enough context in your model and optimize the library's activation over time. They do take chunks of the LLM context, so do not activate a library that you do not need. And voila! An illustration of our story in real time. Isn't that fantastic? I remind you that we did all of this without a single line of code. I am using DALL-E as my Lollms image generation service. You need to make sure a TTI, text-to-image, model is activated in your Lollms services settings. Holy moly, folks! We're about to kick this RPG into overdrive. Hang on to your wizard hats because we're diving deep into the realm of serious modifications. I'm going to zoom through this faster than a caffeinated kobold, as I've been tinkering with this app like a mad alchemist in his lab. First up, I've conjured a mystical settings section. It's like a control panel for your very own magical realm. You can now summon or banish image generation at will, and tweak the arcane parameters of Lollms right from the game. It's easier than teaching a dragon to fetch. But wait, there's more. I've added a left bar that's more informative than a gossipy town crier. It displays your player's status, letting you keep track of your hero's journey without breaking a sweat. And for those of you who don't want to lose your progress to the dreaded crash monster, fear not. You can now save your game for future adventures. It's like bottling up your heroic deeds for a rainy day. Picture this, you're crafting an epic masterpiece of code, a digital Mona Lisa if you will, and suddenly you hit that 400-line mark. Most AI assistants would throw in the towel, gasping for air like they've just run a marathon. But not our trusty Lollms. Oh no, this clever little tool doesn't even break a sweat. It's like having a tireless code-generating genie at your fingertips. Lollms takes care of all the behind-the-scenes wizardry, seamlessly stitching together multiple generations into one cohesive piece of coding brilliance. It's like watching a master chef prepare a gourmet meal. You don't need to know all the intricate details, you just sit back and enjoy the delicious results. So, whether you're rolling dice, battling dragons, or crafting the next big tech innovation, Lollms has got your coding needs covered. It's so smooth, you won't even notice the magic happening. Now that's what I call AI amazing. Holy digital dice rolls, Batman. We've come a long way from our humble beginnings of rolling virtual cubes, haven't we? But hold on to your character sheets, because the adventure's not over yet. Now, I continued building the app and upgrading it by simply prompting the AI. It's like having a genie in a bottle, except instead of wishes, we're granting ourselves endless coding possibilities. I wanted to do this without touching the code myself, just to see how far our AI companion could take us. Sure, I could probably do better if I switched to interactive mode and coded some parts myself. After all, LLMs aren't quite ready to dethrone us brilliant human coders just yet. But let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture, shall we? With the gazillions of dollars being poured into AI research faster than you can say natural language processing, it's not far-fetched to think that AGI might be knocking on our door in the coming years, if not months. It's like we're living in a sci-fi movie, except the special effects are real code. Now, if this video tickled your fancy, and you're coding neurons, don't be shy, hit that like button and subscribe faster than an AI can generate a limerick. And here's the cherry on top, starting tomorrow, you can find this app in the Lollms Zoo. It's like adopting a digital pet, but instead of feeding it, you feed it your imagination. But wait, there's more. You can sprinkle your own magical ideas on it using Lollms Apps Maker. It's like being a wizard, but instead of a wand, you're wielding the power of AI. Just install Lollms if you haven't already, it's free and as easy to download as falling off a logarithmic log. You can snag it from GitHub faster than you can say open source. Remember, Lollms is fully open source and free, it's the gift that keeps on giving. So go forth, my fellow code adventurers, and may your apps be ever clever and your bugs be ever elusive, but not too elusive. See ya!